Yeah, have you ever listened to a Bitter Snake video before? I, I talk like, and then in the next video,
You talk like Chills or whatever that guy's name is.
yeah, like all the scary horror YouTubers. Yeah.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Yeah, number 5, Burger King foot lettuce. All right,
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
sleep on like an unfinished basement floor. That's not exactly like a normal vlog.
Well, I mean, hey, that's kind of disrespectful. I mean, people make do with what they got. I mean, I think it's not the best home in the world, but it's something suitable. It gets the job. It does the job done.
All right, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your deal?
So basically, I like to dabble in making videos and music for the average, like, everyday YouTube viewer. Two of the things that I really like discussing are our hobbies and our routines. And the reason I like to do that is because I feel like it helps build character, and it helps us understand each other better as both individuals and as a larger community. So, I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah.
And you say
All things considered.
routines are very important to you, huh?
I think they're, like, essential. I mean, I can't imagine how anybody goes without a routine. I think it'd be kind of crazy. But yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're just average every day. I'm gonna upload fun stuff to YouTube, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, I see people upload videos of how to do stuff what's the best way to, like, do some push-ups, or like what was your day like at work, or like, stuff like that. And so it's like, okay, I mean, hey, if these guys can do it, why can't I? Like, if these people can reap all the benefits and the rewards, like, well, why can't I throw my hat in the ring? You know?
Yeah, that's fair. I've watched a couple of your videos. I'm curious about the home life where you live. What's that like?
Well, I can't be too descriptive because the place that I live isn't exactly in a very well populated area. I mean, you still get people who come through here now and then, but it's a pretty remote place. I have to drive a considerable amount to really do much of anything. But I don't really feel comfortable with talking about the specifics of where I live. I feel like you shouldn't know too much about a man's home. Like, you shouldn't just. Some things are just meant, like, up to your imagination. It's like you can't know everything about a person. What are you, dismissive? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
Okay. Yeah, that's probably fair. Why don't you what's your end goal? What's your end goal on YouTube?
Well, really, I don't, like, have an end goal. It would probably be to have a large following in which we could just share our ideas and our different perspectives, our different routines. I mean, I just want to, like, build a large following of people who share similar interests and can sort of look upon me as, like, a sort of beacon, or a sort of beacon, like, something that, like, draws everybody together and provides this illuminating knowledge and wisdom, like, give them guidance, like what I'm saying, like.
Like a beacon of hope.
Yeah, I mean, if people want to go there, I mean, to be honest, I feel like hope is really the only thing you have nowadays. But
You think you are the people's answer to a beacon of hope? You think you're the one?
it's just gotta be somebody. If you had to be honest, it's gotta be somebody.
Mm.
Gotta be honest with yourself. So yeah.
So, oh shit, I had something and now I fucking lost it.
Well, hey, that's okay. We all lose our shit sometimes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask about. You have a video where you're talking about how you're just not doing too well. Do you struggle with any mental issues?
Well, I think you'd be like hard pressed to find somebody who doesn't have their own sort of predicaments going on, their own sort of stuff going on in their head. But hey, I mean, like it's like I think I'm doing better than a lot of people. I'm probably doing better than most. I mean, if I got to give myself any credit, I think I'm doing pretty good for myself. I mean, I feel bad, but it's just transparency is good. Like you want your audience to know what you're up to, how you're doing, how you're feeling, and like maybe they can even shine some of that light on you, and like you've done for them. They can exchange the favor of you of you sharing your light, and then maybe they can do it in return. They can help you out with some of your problems, and then maybe they go away. I mean, maybe they go away, maybe they don't, but it is what it is. You know, it's what you gotta do.
So what
So
I'm
yeah.
hearing is that you have a great support system. What it sounds like to me.
Oh yeah. I have quite a few loyal fans who've stuck by me through so much. In case people haven't noticed or haven't reached that conclusion on themselves or whatever, this isn't my first go around with the channel, because well, you see, I had built quite a good following for myself. A lot of loyal fans, a lot of positivity. But the problem is that some not no nice people showed up to my door with badges and guns,
Mm.
and they requested that I take down the videos, and they said, hey, it's probably in your best interest if you stop messing around with that stuff.
Oh, so your videos got some unwanted attention.
Yeah, like I said, I tried to tell people in the comment section that, like, it's nothing to worry about, it's fine. You can email me, you can do whatever. People are just crazy. Like, you just gotta tell me stuff, you don't listen. But I didn't want to delete my whole channel. But it's fine, it's good. It's fine, because we can start anew,
Are
and we can do it even better this time around. We can do it and make it the best it could ever be. So,
are you
um,
worried that they're gonna come after you again?
well, I don't think we have to worry about those people anymore, because I've learned my lesson, and I've learned that you simply can't you can't take no for an answer, and that if you have this inner burning light, this inner ambition, you have to make that a fully formed reality. So yeah, they can do what they want to do. It's fine. It's good. I'm not gonna. It'll be okay. It'll
And
be all right.
so you talk about your inner ambition, and you talk about how your channel's about hobbies. I'm wondering what that includes. Just music, or
What do you gotta ask me these questions, huh? Like, why do you
oh,
gotta make it so, like, I feel like you're digging a little personal. I mean, I just threw the term around, I just threw it out there. I didn't think you were gonna catch it. I didn't think you were gonna catch it, but it was like, hey, he's gonna let it go. He's not gonna prod me about it. He's just gonna let it go. But he said, I'm just gonna make this guy's life even more difficult by asking him these weirdo questions. But I'm like, hey, it's fine.
yeah, you're
It's good.
talking
It's
to an
okay. It's
expert
fine.
interviewer, so.
I mean, I don't really know what you want me to tell you. I mean, I feel like I'm quite an expert in many regards, but it's fine. I mean, hey, fine,
You
good.
know Howard Stern? Do you know about Howard Stern?
Uh, who's Stern?
Do you know about Howard Stern? Jake, you know about Howard Stern?
Yeah,
I,
he's that radio guy. He does a lot of interviews and stuff.
Yeah. Back in the day, he had a murderer call into his show.
Hmm. Why are you bringing that up?
Oh, I
yeah.
just
Why? Why?
because in that episode he digs pretty deep.
Why do you gotta? Why do you gotta? I gotta throw that word around. It's a little peculiar that you would bring something like that up. It's kind of It kind of feels like it's off the beaten path. You know, it feels like it's a little forced. It's a little
I
strange
mean,
that
I mean,
you would do that.
the king's not wrong. You know, he got a point.
I've never done anything that I don't think anybody in my position wouldn't have done.
Yeah,
So
anybody in your position, huh? You see, the only reason I ask is because obviously I did a detailed video on you as a person,
well, yeah,
and I was
yeah.
asking some questions in there that I was hoping I could get out of you when we're talking here.
Well, you know, I mean, some people just like to keep it close to the chest. People feel entitled to their secrets, and it's nothing that, you know. I mean, I'm cool to answer questions. I'm not I'm not. I'd be lying if I said I didn't appreciate the spotlight. But I mean, it's kind of it's just, I feel like I don't want to talk about the murder, the idea of murder. I didn't. I mean, that's just ridiculous that you even bring that up. That's kind of insulting. I think that you would that you would insinuate that I was found like in the same ballpark. But yeah, you just sure you got other questions that you're willing to ask, other
Right.
better
I
ones.
wasn't insinuating anything, but you're getting pretty hung up on it. So, how about let's hear about the creatures. You know anything about those creatures? I'm interested in those.
Oh, what do you mean creatures?
I believe
What do you,
in a couple of your videos, there's been creatures in the background. Kind of sound like dogs, but a little bit distorted. So I don't know exactly if they're like demons or what those are.
oh oh those are well, those are a few those are some stray dogs that wandered onto my property, and they look pretty malnourished, and they didn't really have a proper. They didn't have a tag or anything. They didn't seem to have a proper owner. So I decided to just, you know, I was gonna take care of them myself, and I was gonna try and keep them well fed. And they're noisy. I said they're a bit disruptive during the videos sometimes, but hey, it's all good. I mean, it's just the way it is, you know. Like I don't really know what you want me to tell you. It's just like sometimes you got to make do with what you got, and a couple of noisy dogs that don't want to keep their mouths like shut. But other than that, they're good. They're good boys. They're good dogs. They're good boys. They're good.
You know, I got a question, quick. In the video that Mr. Bitter Snake put up, going over your channel, there's a scene towards the end where you're looking at a chair with some clothes on it, and then the camera pans over to your hand for a split second, and then it goes away. What was that? Do you mind if I ask you what was that in your hand?
So one of the things that I like to do on any particular day after a long day at work is I like to make myself some breakfast. I like to go to the kitchen. I like to make myself some breakfast, and then after I have like a wholesome meal, I go down to my bedroom. And then I do some push-ups, do some exercise, keep myself toned, and then I'll make one of these videos, and then I'll make one of these videos. I'll stay active in my community, and then I'll go to bed, and then we'll just start the whole cycle all over. So yeah,
I don't think that you answered the question.
I don't. I don't.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, because that video specifically is a little bit interesting, and it is covered in my video. I presume that one will be
Well,
re-uploaded.
hey, I mean, if some people are interested in following the events that transpired, I mean, I can let people know. I mean, it's like, maybe, I don't know if it depends on if people are ready to know what's really going on. I mean, I'm kind of more of a popular guy than you might imagine. I mean, like there's some people in my personal life, you know what I'm saying? It's like don't want to, like I said, don't attract too much unwanted attention, you know, like you know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, I might upload that video and let everybody know what's going on. I might let everybody know.
So you seem like a pretty well-adjusted, happy person. Is that about accurate? You don't have any like anger issues? You don't have any like nothing like that? Oh, did we lose him?
I think I'm doing okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good, Jake. What do you think?
I don't know. He sounds like someone who's got his life well put together. He sounds like he's very composed, and he sounds like a man who knows what he wants.
Yeah. What?
So if
What?
the
What?
king
what
says he's happy and
yeah.
no anger issues,
Yeah. What Howard Stern said. Yeah. What he said. What?
Wow,
Yeah.
you are about
What?
20 minutes behind on this conversation, aren't you?
Yeah. No. Like. I mean, I don't know why he's stern, but it's fine. We all got reasons to be stern, but.
Ironically, he's not stern. You know, kind of funny.
What?
Ironically, Howard Stern is not stern, but is the Crooked King crooked?
What?
Where did you come up with your name at?
No, it was just sort of this thing that came to me in a vision, I suppose. I don't really know. I mean, how does anybody come up with these silly names or ideas? Like, how does somebody become a bitter snake or become Jake or whatever his name is? I mean, how does anybody get their name? I just kind of just figured like it was I was like a cat. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like when you talk too much about art. You know, it's like if you try to disclose what the meaning is behind it, if you talk too much about it, you start to lose some of that magic and kind of defeat the purpose. But I mean, it's in all fairness, I think it's a good question if you want to be like serious. And I was like, yeah, it's crooked. I was like, I've always liked the idea of like kings, and I was like just there's so many throughout history who have been betrayed and decapitated. People have
Oh, oh.
people have been loyal to their servants and tried to uphold their kingly duties and just were disregarded and overthrown and betrayed. But I wanted to show people that I could be like I could have a kingly authority while being a little more. I suppose you could say a little more crooked, a little more demanding, a little more you know a little more demanding, a little more capable.
Hmm.
yeah, that checks out.
I don't know if you heard it, Jake, but there was. I think he let a little Freudian slip there of decapitation. I think he was talking about.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah.
It's like I don't know what you're talking. It's fine. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. It's I guess it's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny one. That was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one.
Neither of us are laughing.
Well, maybe you just don't. Maybe you just don't have a sense of humor, or maybe you just don't have a sense of humor. Maybe your sense of humor sucks. Then you just like should like watch what are you watching? Like what are you doing? Like what are you doing? Like what are you saying? Like what are you doing? Like what are you doing? Like the chuckle hut? You at the local chuckle hut? Like what are you doing? Like like what are you doing? Like what are you doing? Like what are you doing?
All I do is watch YouTube, bro. That's how I came across you, man.
I'm flattered. Like I have the opportunity. I'm flattered that I have the opportunity. It's such a privilege. But hey, who knows? Maybe someday in the future, you'll be on my channel and I'll be conducting the interview. I mean, who knows? Like it's like who knows?
Oh
Like
shit.
you're like it's like who like ooh like who's gonna have the upper hand? Who doesn't? It's like what am I even saying? It's like what am I talking about? It's like what am I saying? Like what am I talking about? Like what am I saying? Like what am I talking about? Like what am I saying? Like what am I talking about? Like what am I?
All right. I think Jake, you want to go? You say something?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have a question to ask. Regarding to your channel, again, very, you know, you may say strange or whatever. I just want to know, like, what inspired you to express your life like you are in videos? Like, I know it's art. I get that it's, art's expressive, but like, what made you put your life out there like that? You know?
Well, I more or less I was seeing other people upload videos of themselves doing these day-to-day like routine videos, like how they put on their makeup and how they like how they do like exercise and stuff
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
they call those
And
vlogs. Yeah.
but I was more like I was more like I could do that, and I could do it even better. I could do it even better than these idiots. I can make content like that, but I can do it to an even more better degree. You know, like
So the life of the Crooked King.
To be fair, you sleep on like an unfinished basement floor. That's not exactly like a normal vlog.
well, I mean, hey, that's kind of disrespectful. I mean, people make do with what they got. I mean, it's like I think it's not the best home in the world, but it's something suitable. It gets the job. It does the job done. It gets it good and does it. And I mean, I feel like you shouldn't judge a man, but based on like where he lives, like what he's got going on there. It's because it's like, hey, it's like you know, it's like what you talking about? It's like what you talking about? Like, hey, just man, like I just don't know what you're saying. Like it's like everyone just like I don't understand.
Oh,
I think we're losing him. I think we're losing him.
what are some things that make you the most angry? I can tell you some of the stuff that makes me angry if you want to first, but you go ahead if you got some stuff.
You didn't lose me. I'm right here. But so yeah, things that make me angry. I'm particularly off put by people who make big promises and can't that they can't keep. And I'm upset by all these false gods and these fake prophets who just like like people on YouTube. It's like, hey, today we're gonna do this. Oh, no, today we're gonna do that. It's like, like I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't know what you're saying. You don't know how to do this shit. So yeah, things that make me angry are people who just can't see past the shit. Like they think that they're hot shit. They think that they're it. They think that they're it's just people. They think that. I mean, everybody's guilty. Everybody's guilty of something. People who think that they're Mr. Perfect and that they haven't fucking done anything that's like, you know, anything fallible. That they're infallible. They're untouchable little princesses, and they just can't. They're just not. They're incapable of getting their hands dirty and silly. They just can't fucking do it. But it's like, what are you talking about? But I'm
So
not
if I'm
gonna get
getting
mad
this
about it.
right, what makes you angry are people that are false gods. That's cool.
Well, in an essence, and I want to provide for people this. I want to show people what it really means to be led through the desert. I want to do for them what Moses simply couldn't. You know, I want to just be there for them now. I just want to,
The beacon of hope.
yes, the beacon, yes, the beacon, yes, the beacon. He's right. He knows he's paying attention. He knows what he's saying.
Well, here's what I can say for sure. You said some people they don't fill their promises. But I think that's probably good
Yeah.
in some cases. Like some people promise to kill other people,
Well,
and we wouldn't want that.
so, well, I mean, who says that everybody? Who says that everybody needs to live? It's like who says everybody needs to live? Like some people are just bad people and just shouldn't be walking the earth. Some people shouldn't be walking the earth. Should have to suffer. But I mean, it's not like I don't feel that like you should do anything like about it necessarily. I mean, you gotta think about it. You gotta weigh your options and think about it. But
Of course, in theory, though, in a hypothetical world, in Minecraft or whatever they say on YouTube,
well, it is a hypothetical world. It's a
is the world
it's
hypothetical or just your world
well, I
hypothetical?
mean, it's like a world full of hypotheticals. It consists of hypothetical constructs. It's like hypothetically you shouldn't do this. Hypothetically you shouldn't kill that person. Hypothetically, in a perfect world, this and that. It's like hypothetically whatever. It's like it's all just bullshit. It's all just fantasies. It's all just imaginations. just thin air.
Yeah,
It's
please.
intangible. The shit's intangible. These ideas they just fester in our heads. They're these mere. It's like whatever. It's like you have to hold on to something. There has to be something tangible, something you can grab onto, and it's like.
Yeah, let's
I
remind
mean,
YouTube that it's all hypotheticals, please.
of course. I mean, like I said, it's a whole world full of hypotheticals. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what you're saying. Like I don't understand what you're saying. Like it's just fine. It's like I would never like nobody in this party would ever. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't know about Jake, but it's like I would never do anything. I would never do anything to hurt. I mean, anybody like intentionally. Like it's like I just like it's like messing around. I just like messing around. I just like fooling around. I just like messing with people. I just like saying, hey, like don't do this. Like don't do this. Yeah, it's like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You're smart. You're smart. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like, good. Yeah.
I find it interesting when I'm having a conversation with you. It kind of sometimes feels like I'm having a conversation with a couple different people. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Like,
see,
I feel like that's just something absurd.
I mean,
And
I'm getting Joker vibes.
well,
have
I,
you
I I don't know anybody like that.
you don't know the Joker?
I've never heard of him. I don't like to watch plays. I don't like go to the theater. I don't like I just sit on YouTube and like look at stuff that I like. So
That's fair. That's what I do
I
too.
don't I don't really venture out like
Well, that's great. I mean, do you have a message for the people who are listening right now?
um please hop over to the Crooked Kings YouTube channel. You'll see in the profile picture my beautiful mug, my glorious visage. You know, it's illuminated by the sense. It's like I mean, just hop over, just like watch a few videos. Like you don't have to like them, but I'd appreciate if you did. And I mean, hop over, remember to like, subscribe, and share, and share with your friends, and your coworkers, and your family, and your friends, and your coworkers, and your family friends, and your coworker friends' family, and coworkers' friends share, and just head over and like it and subscribe and share.
What
Because
happens
I
if
feel
they
like
What happens if they dislike it?
yeah, yeah, what can you do? I mean, some people are just wrong. Some people are just foolish. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, some people just don't know what they're doing. Some people just don't know what they're talking about. Some people just like dislike stuff. They just like say, "Ooh, I just dislike that. Ooh, I'm gonna get this guy," but you don't even know why. You don't even know why you like or why you dislike something, and it's just ridiculous. It's just silly. It's just
If
just silly. It's like,
if you
yeah.
have like a word of advice to give anyone, whether it be people in your life or random strangers, what would be the one thing that the Crooked King would say to them for advice in life?
Um. Um. That you should subscribe to the Crooked King.
That's the only thing that
Okay.
matters, huh?
I think it's paramount.
I think there's deeper meaning behind it because I think he wants people to look at the Crooked King's life, and then that would be the advice of him just living his everyday life.
That would be the life advice. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a something for nothing deal, Like that's the whole point of a community, is that you share with them and they share with you, and you exchange that back and forth, and you make each other better as individuals. I mean, not that I have much room to grow, but I'm pretty great in all things considered. But I mean, it's like, yeah, we can still share that discourse. We can still evolve and maybe even reach the next step in human evolution before you even know it, like before your very eyes. It's like, yeah, that's a thought. That's an idea. Just
Mm.
another hypothetical, but it's a cute one. It's cool. It's neat. It's good. I like it. Yeah.
I think you could have a whole conversation with yourself, probably.
I mean, who hasn't? Like, you know, like it's like who hasn't had a conversation with themselves? Like, who hasn't done that? Like, who doesn't talk to themselves? It's like, what are you weird? Like, you don't talk to yourself? Like you just like who are you? Like, how do you get your thoughts out there? Like sometimes you don't have somebody to talk to. Some people are pretty lonely and don't have a lot of opportunities to talk to other people, and it's like you gotta talk to somebody, or you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah,
Of
all
course
right.
not.
If you don't subscribe to the Crooked King or a Bitter Snake, something might happen. I'd suggest subscribing.
Subscribe to the Crooked King, and
Okay.
remember to like and share and hit the bell, and yeah.
I don't hit the bell.
Really,
That shit's stupid.
we gotta hit the bell. I mean, you should. It's a good idea. I think you should hit the bell. I think you should hit the bell. I think you should hit it.
Mostly ruins your video performance, but yeah, all right. Hit the bell, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that good? Should we call it there, Jake, for this interview?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say like the characters are great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's good. That'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, that's good. I'm sitting there listening halfway through this conversation. I'm like, man, this is a character. Like, it's really good. I'm not gonna lie, King, it's really good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah,
Still a character.
gotta keep them on their toes. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, but okay. I mean, I think we're all playing a character. If you want to be honest with yourself, but I think it's good.
Yeah, have you ever listened to a Bitter Snake video before? I talk like, and then in the next video,
You talk like Chills or whatever that guy's name is.
yeah, like all the scary horror YouTubers. Yeah.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Yeah, number 5, Burger King foot lettuce. All right. Anyways, I think we're done with that segment. So you can go out of character if you feel like it.
Yeah, we're staying if you want. I don't know. I think it was really good. I seriously did get Joker vibes a lot halfway through it. The pausing and the laughter and like the stammering and stuff it's placed in like the right moments. It's actually really good. I think the viewers will like it.
All right, Jake. So what do you think of that?
He's definitely an interesting person, I should say.
Yeah. There was some times in that conversation where it was like you said in the conversation you even mentioned Joker, and I was like, yeah, it kind of fits because like he does randomly just start laughing to himself and like talking to himself.
Like that scene in the Joker movie, not the newest one, but the other one when he's on the talk show and he's talking to that guy on the talk show, whatever, like on the movie set. His like speech the Joker does there reminds me of like how he talks here. Like just high pitched noises, stammering, laughing, just everything. It was yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful thing. I had fun talking to him. I mean,
Yeah,
as much fun as you can talking to somebody when they get uncomfortable when you say murder. So,
well, it was a good experience talking to him. I kind of we got to dig more deeper into him instead of his videos. We got to actually talk to the Crooked King.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
And everybody should go check out the Crooked King.
Yeah, go check him out. It's definitely something. If you haven't, you should at least watch it.
Yep. Well, thanks for being on this first ever. I don't know. This is the first ever podcast on my channel. Nope, I was wrong. This is me afterwards coming in here to say we did one other podcast already. So go listen to that one. And I don't think I'll ever separate it. I think it'll just be its own series on my channel.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
So if you guys are recurring viewers, hopefully you enjoy podcasts. And if you're new, you can subscribe and look at generally like horror content. But if you just want to listen to a podcast, this is also going to be a podcast. So Anything to add, Jake?
No, I'm good. Just subscribe to Bitter Snake if you haven't already, and give them thumbs up.
Heck yeah. All right. See you guys.